So this is, I've done a few of these takes, and today might be the last weekend drive I have in my 997.1 C2S. I bought this car almost exactly a year ago, and I just posted a video last month on how much money I've put into the car in that year. I bought a car with a little bit higher mileage that needed some items to be replaced, knowing that I wanted to replace those items because I wanted this to be, you know, a dedicated weekend car, a dedicated mountain car, a dedicated track car. So I'll post a link to that video here so you guys can see if you haven't seen it. And I haven't posted a video outside of that one all year. I've been extremely busy with work. I've been traveling, and I've had a good past couple years. If you're new to the channel or just started watching me recently, the very first video on my channel is a 2017 Focus RS. From that 2017 Focus RS, I went to a Gen 2 Raptor, 2019 Gen 2 Raptor. From that Raptor, I went to a Gen 1 Raptor, which I still own today. And then last year, I purchased this car so I could have the truck and I can have this car. I'm not going to share what that car is. I've talked about it in other videos on my channel. But once I get the car, I'll do a video on it. I'll talk through it. But today, we're just going to enjoy the 60-degree weather here in Denver, Colorado. We're going to go up to the mountains and have a great time and enjoy what this car has meant for me. Owning my first Porsche, owning my first 911, you know, all the maintenance that I did. All the maintenance that I did do was proactive, right? I bought this car and used as a negotiation lever of, hey, the suspension needs to be replaced, the brakes need to be replaced. Two things that I replaced. Again, I wanted it as a mountain carver, track car. Those items I wanted to be replaced. So I haven't sold this car just yet. I'm talking to a broker to see what we can do and where we're going to price it. But ultimately, most maintenance items that you do for a car, you won't see that money back. So the reality of it is, everything that I have done to this car, while doing everything that it needs to be done and making it a true OEM plus car, I will probably not see that money back. But we're about to get to the mountains. Let's just enjoy some good driving videos. anybody is in the market for a 997 or currently owns one, I want to be very clear, like, this isn't a, hey, I regret buying this car, I haven't enjoyed this car, it hasn't lived up to expectations. If anything, it's quite the opposite. It's pretty shocking to me that most people wouldn't think twice about buying a 911 with 60, 70, 80, 100,000 miles, depending on the history, depending on the condition. Most people wouldn't think twice about it. And I think that's a testament to Porsche as a brand, as build quality, all of the above. I think it's a testament to Porsche, their build quality, just overall the cars that they manufacture, that most people wouldn't think twice about the mileage outside of seeing the history, the condition, the service, you know, all the practical things you would do when searching for a used car. Most of my friends, and family for that matter, that are not car people, whenever they see this car, they assume it's relatively new. Because 911s have that timeless design, right? That timeless look. When I first bought the car, one of my buddies is like, my goodness, you just buy a brand new 911? 17-year-old car, 87,000 miles on it. Just a testament of that design, that build quality. So, just came back down. Drive was cut a little short because there was, started snowing and it dropped to like 30 degrees halfway up the mountain. But this car is dialed in. I mean, I would encourage anybody to drive this car, you know, that's well sorted, and tell me it doesn't feel like a dialed in car. It doesn't feel like a 17-year-old car by any means. The only thing I would say is that from a power perspective, it might be a little underwhelming, right? It's like 350 horsepower. The car weighs, what, 3,100 pounds? It doesn't have a lot of torque, so, you know, it doesn't knock you back on your feet by any means, but it's a very linear power band, and you feel it. I think peak power is around high fives or maybe 6,000 RPM, and it redlines at 7,000. So that's what I love about Porsches, right? You got to really rev them out to get the maximum power. The car that I'm going to be getting is very similar in that sense. And like I said, I'm going to wait till I get the car. I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but I'll probably be posting a couple of videos at once, sort of talking about why I'm selling the car and this being the final drive. Any regrets that I have with the car, which I think for most people will be pretty obvious. For only having this car for 1 year, doing all the maintenance items, changing out all the suspension, changing out all the brakes, rotors, pads, stainless steel brake lines, I'm never going to see that money back. So that is unfortunate, but that's the name of the game when you're in the cars and you want to maintain them, you want to modify them, you usually never see that money back. Now, the car I will be getting will definitely not see any of that, and it will stay as OEM as possible, given the condition of the car, the price of the car, the type of car. And I'm super excited. This is a car, like I said, that I've wanted since they came out, and I'm very fortunate enough to be in a position now that I can afford one. The downside is that while I have enjoyed this car, my wife has really enjoyed this car. We love going to dinners in this. It's one of those, you know, very iconic silhouettes. Anybody and everybody knows what a Porsche is, not only by the band, but what it looks like, by the badge, but what it looks like. And, you know, my wife enjoys going out in this car. I don't think she's going to enjoy going out in the other car as much, but only time will tell. Again, apologize for more frequent viewers of my channels, and I would imagine it would be the folks that are still watching right now, that I haven't posted much on either my Instagram or YouTube this year, but I have been extremely heads down since January 1st, really December, focusing on work as much as possible. And you know, I've been traveling with the holidays for work, so I've been a little bit inconsistent, but I'm hoping for the rest of the year I'm a little bit more consistent like I was last year. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe. If you're a Porsche fan, I apologize, but this will probably be the last video I have with this 911, and probably the last video I have with a 911 in general, or Porsche in general, for quite some time. Peace.